Sorry.
Hi, Mike Bogden.
And Craig Neville.
And this is the Island Park Weekly Weather Report for
Wednesday, April 22nd, 2026, and of course the 6 days thereafter.
That's right, and we're coming to you from Canyon, the lower falls of the Grand Canyon, the Yellowstone Park.
And I was gonna say in Yellowstone.
That's why I got the name from
Yep.
from the walls of the canyon.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. So anyway, so we are here. We've been tooling around through the park. And it's not crowded right now because it's Tuesday and nobody's here yet.
Yep. And it's still just the middle of April, so there's not a lot of people yet.
No, not a lot of people. A few bison here and there, and one thing or another. But
Right. Yeah.
But we're glad to be back in the park again.
And it's a beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day in
It's
the
like
neighborhood.
60 degrees out here.
Yeah, and it's not going to be that way for very long.
No. So should we talk about the weather?
Yeah, let's talk about the weather, Craig.
All right, so I hope you were out enjoying today, Tuesday, and the nice, beautiful weather, because we're going back to winter starting Wednesday.
Yeah, it's spring anyway.
Well, I'm going to call it winter because it's got snow.
Yeah.
Yes, we got snow coming,
Yeah,
folks.
basically we're getting a rinse and repeat of what we had last week. So
Basically, yes.
except for a little
Yep.
bit earlier this time. So it looks like it's going to hit Wednesday and Thursday for the most part.
Yeah, I think it'll maybe tail in and hang around a little bit for Friday, even though Mike disagrees with that. But I think there's slight chances of some moisture on Friday and Saturday.
No,
Wednesday, go ahead.
I think there's a chance of getting moisture all the way until Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then I think Tuesday it'll clear up. But it's going to be on and off. It depends on which radar you believe, depends on what's going on.
Right.
But it's definitely going to be spotty, and it's going to be windy and rainy and snowy and
So
slushy.
Wednesday, Thursday, I do expect to be more on the windy side. Daytime high on Wednesday will be, I think, 40.
Yeah, right in there. High Thursday, low 40, something like that.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
right in there.
And then I do expect rain to start out with Wednesday, maybe mixed with a couple of snowflakes, and that will turn over to snow Wednesday night.
Yep, I think so. Low that Wednesday night's going to be right around freezing.
Yeah, and I'm showing maybe the high 20s, but yeah, it won't make it above freezing.
Yeah, it's not going to be bone-chilling cold, but it's going to be cold.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then it's going to get colder and wetter after that.
And Thursday, I do expect snow most of the day, maybe an occasional raindrop, but mostly snow. I'm seeing 1 to 3 inches for Wednesday night, and maybe another inch on Thursday for a couple of inches for those 2 days.
Yeah, I think this may be wetter than we think now. Whether it's snow or whether it's rain, we're going to get some water out of this one, just like we did last time. So, I would plan on seeing more of what we got last week.
I think it'll be very similar to what we got last week.
Which was quite a bit. I mean, we got like...
Well, it depends on where you were in Island Park.
Yeah,
yes,
I mean, I know I got like 7 inches of snow at my place, plus a bunch of rain.
I had 2 or 3 at my place, but I know that... Targhee Pass, they had almost a foot there, so...
Yeah, so it was, like I said, we definitely got more water coming, and
there will be snow, so just everybody remember that when you come up, if you come up, bring your good winter driving skills with you. Let's not have the mishaps that we had this last week.
Yeah, we had a lot of car wrecks, so we'll get into those right after we get done with the weather report. We'll talk about more, but so then it looks like it's going to start winding down slowly and start warming up slowly, starting on Friday and then Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, so Thursday, I think the daytime high is going to be in the mid-30s.
Yeah.
Overnight low is going to still remain in the high 20s, I believe.
Yeah, higher mid, but it's going to be right in there someplace.
Yep, and then Friday, I think, will be the coldest night, and we'll be down in the low to mid 20s for Friday night as things kind of clear out a little bit. Yeah. Daytime high on Friday, I think that's still in just the high 20s, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's not going to start warming up, I think, till Saturday. I think it's going to start.
And then I think we make it above freezing on Saturday day.
Yeah, just a little bit. We may hit 40 or 38 or something like that. So.
And I don't think that's going to be until we get to Sunday.
Yeah, it's going to be warmer, but it's still going to be cold.
Yeah,
and it's going to be sloppy.
There will be an occasional little flurries of snow or maybe a couple of raindrops.
And lots of mud.
And lots of mud, yeah,
Yep.
I'm sure.
Anyway, and then Sunday it's going to warm up a little more. We should get back into the 40s.
Yeah, I think it'll be the low 40s.
Yeah.
High 30s, low 40s.
Yeah, it'll be 40. Anyway, so and
then Sunday I do expect a few more raindrops.
yeah, like I said, we could get a few, we could get a lot more. It just depends on where the clouds pass. A lot of the storm, the first part we're going to get head on.
Yeah.
The second part is going to go below us, but depending on how much below us it goes, we may get more than we think. So it just depends. And then come Monday and Tuesday, we're going to get a warming trend. We're going to start pushing back up into the.
We'll make it back up into the mid 40s, maybe the high 40s
and then
for
I
Tuesday.
think, we may be even pushing 50 by Tuesday, but.
I don't think that'll happen till Wednesday. Next forecast.
Anyway, so just be aware that we actually got some water coming on.
We do.
And it's going to be sloppy driving. And like Craig's, and also nighttime temperatures will pick up. And I think by Tuesday night we'll get back right about freezing again. So it's going to actually warm up a little bit. So
Yeah. I still think we're going to hold in the high 20s for the overnight lows, but we could creep up closer to the freezing mark.
yeah. Anyway, and like I said, this last storm we had a lot of crashes. We had rollovers. We had life flight. We had everything going on, and it's because there's no traction on wet snow.
No.
It's sloppy and there's zero traction.
And the slush on the highways, when you're going at a pretty good clip, it will pull you one side or the other and cause not a good situation.
No, so be real cautious when you're driving this week. We're going to get these storms rolling in for the next few weeks, so this is not going to be a one or even two of. We're going to see more of this. Now, in May, we'll start warming up to where it's more rain, less snow, but right now the weather pattern shows that this is kind of like our current pattern of the way it's going to be, so moisture.
Yep.
Anyway,
we'll probably be saying the same thing next week.
Yeah, pretty close. Anyway, it may kick it down the road to a different part of the week, but anyway, it's basically the same stuff. So anyway, with that, just drive real careful.
Yeah.
If you're making it into the park, pick a day where it's nice.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if we're getting a little snow or snow rain mix down there, up in the parts of the park, it's going to
definitely be snow.
Yeah, and now, and that'll be tough to drive in. So.
So right now, that's looking like maybe Friday, Saturday.
Yep. Anyway, so with that, we just want to wish you a good week.
Yes.
Have fun, be safe, be careful. Remember, love you guys.
Yep.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to Old Faithful, Craig.
Thank you, Mike.
See you guys later.
Yeah, they didn't hear that.
Bye.